Thank you, Leonard Skinnard, for the beautiful introduction here. We're coming to you live from a undisclosed location on a beautiful Saturday night. I know it's not Thursday, all right, y'all. You know, Thursday it was busy time. There was college basketball going on with this team right here. They beat Oklahoma. I know some of y'all aren't college basketball fans, but whatever. It was a good time. Okay, like they had a forfeit the next day because of COVID, but you know we've all dealt with COVID in some way, or we know somebody who's dealt with COVID in some way. So you know we just try to send our prayers out to everybody and hope that it wasn't anything serious, because we don't want to see that obviously going forward, and it was bad to see it backwards. So. Needless to say, we're going to dive into episode 3 right here of Floribama Shore. I don't know if y'all have watched it or not. I don't know. I hope y'all aren't just watching this review because you would be dissatisfying not only me but yourselves. Even though you don't know that, you're just satisfying yourselves. Because you got to watch the show and then you got to watch this because it'll be the full experience that way. Not to talk myself down here, but you know, just watch the show and see what you think for yourself because I'm not the end all be all of this show or the opinion of this show. I want you all to form, you know, your own opinions. So negative, regardless to say, we're gonna dive in right here to season 4, episode 3 review recap. So you know all the roommates they've been more familiarized with themselves the last I don't know, I assume it's probably been a week of filming time that they've been in the house now, and they got a notification from a phone call of all things. So imagine you have a home phone in your apartment or your house nowadays, and you get a call saying from the National Weather Service saying, "Oh, there's a winter storm warning," in a super creepy voice, and it's like scary and like you don't know what's coming kind of thing. And it just comes out of nowhere saying, "Winter storm warning has been issued for this area. 12 inches of snow and -2-degree temperatures. Please be sure to have plenty of food in your storage house or apartment," I don't know, kind of thing. I'd be freaked out if it was like that. And many of y'all who are in Texas, like myself, were probably traumatized a few weeks ago or a month ago by having snow in the area and having a winter storm because, to be frank, we don't know what it's like to have a winter storm, okay? You know, we might have went to school somewhere else and we dealt with it for a few days here and there, but on the other hand, like, we might have dealt with it, but the state of Texas probably doesn't know how to deal with it like how Kansas does or any other northern state like Montana or North Dakota or you know anything like that. So just you know, take it with a grain of salt here and know that they made the best out of it too. Like they did some drinking games and you know going into my next little point here, like you know all the roommates were in their little living room playing some drinking games. Amy comes up with some little stupid drinking game. Like okay, when I think of drinking game, I think of King's Cup, Flip Cup, Beer Pong, Death Cup, anything like that. You know, put a comment in the post like what y'all think of a cool drinking game would be to play with some people. Be curious to see what the thoughts are on that. But she named some game like pour a drink into this person's cup if they're like the most likely in a category, and it got super petty, like most likely, like most entitled person or whatever the case is, and like. Yeah, that's just super petty shit, and you know, yeah, y'all are friends, but it led to the ultimate breakout between Gus and Jeremiah, and Jeremiah might have been joshing around with Gus, but Gus is a very sensitive person, and you know, he took it the wrong way, and he flipped his shit on Jeremiah like he did about a year ago when they were filming in Floribama, Nashville, whatever it was. So, you know, drinking games are meant to be fun. They're not meant to be personal. So, you know, play a fun drinking game. Don't play a personal drinking game. That's just super fucked up shit, especially when there's been a history in the past. Like, there's no need to keep dragging that up. And especially after they quote-unquote squash things, which I told you all in a previous review. We'll see if that actually holds up. Obviously, it didn't hold up. So, just leave some comments in the post below to see kind of where y'all are at with that. But that was that point I was trying to make there. The other thing that I was going to say was the girls were starting to realize, especially Candace and Amy, were starting to realize that Gus was being very enabled by Kirk and Cody, or Kodai, however you want to say his name, after Gus came at Jeremiah, and Amy starts to see, Jeremiah's side more. I don't want to side with Jeremiah or Gus because I both think they're super petty and they're being super bitchy for no reason, or dramatic for no reason. Sorry, I appreciate y'all, but I mean, yeah, it was just it's just like y'all would be cringing at it too if y'all saw it, and the girls starting to pick up on Gus, and and I'm sure in the next episode it looks like he's gonna like go on a little hiatus run or whatever you want to call it in Montana. And he's just asking for trouble, and he just doesn't know how to react to the trouble. So starting to see Jeremiah's side more. I hope y'all are too. Honestly, like I don't know. It's a wishy-washy thing, but everybody. I don't know. Like even the guys without being in front of Gus, they'll act a certain way in front of him, but like they'll see without him that he's just acting up for no reason, kind of thing. So. That's going to conclude this review for tonight. I hope this was the most exciting one for y'all. Hope my tonality was good. Please, again, leave some comments in the review box, and subscribe if you thought it was satisfactory. Thanks, and see y'all next week. Happy Floribama weekend.